Peace. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is the Hood Mystic. This is our energy reading for July 11th, 2018. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. So our focus will be the mind and understanding the mind and understanding what actually is taking place astrologically and how we can begin to incorporate what's happening astrologically into our own lives. And so that's the purpose of this video this morning. We have a lot going on. Today is July 11th. Like I said earlier, tomorrow is July 12th. It's a solar eclipse. So the next time it's going to be post solar eclipse. So, how to prepare for a solar eclipse? What is a solar eclipse astrologically? Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Solar eclipse is basically a new moon times 10. And if you don't understand what a new moon is, then it's just another day. But when we discuss law of attraction, when we discuss magic, we're also looking for the opportunities or the windows to set intentions so they can properly grow. Now, this isn't some weird new age concept. This is a very ancient concept that has been a part of human civilization since the beginning of time. We look to the stars to figure out what time to plant our seeds. In our modern mind, we're so far from that ancient way of thinking that when we start to speak this astrology, it's a slow build, it's a slow burn, especially real astrology. This is not entertaining astrology or mundane astrology. This is esoteric astrology. So everything that I'm discussing is the different aspects of our being. So let's get into the different aspects of our being. What's happening astrologically? Well, this is what I would like to call the setup. In between now and our solar eclipse, Venus will begin to move into trine to Uranus. Venus will be in conjunct Chiron. So let's just talk about that. Yesterday we discussed Venus. Today we'll discuss Venus some more. Venus trine Uranus is putting us. A trine is a gift. It's something that's innate that may come online. Now, the problem with trines is that everyone does not use them correctly. They just simply are focused or subjugated away from their talent. So there is something outside in the world for you to love or for you to appreciate. But if you don't seek it, then you won't experience it. So this is something that's available. This is why we talk about this astrology in such a way that you can begin to apply it. Because I know for a fact that people are isolating themselves and not experiencing the world. As Venus moves into Virgo, you may want to experience the level of aestheticism or to the level of buying a new outfit or just experiencing life in a different way and see what's on the other side. And so understanding healing too is another concept that we want to discuss. Most people don't see the value in healing. Most people don't see the value in improving their psychological understanding. But I see the value in it every day. So that's my mission. That's why I have this channel. That's why I'm talking to improve the psychological value of the individuals on this planet. So as Mercury, the mind, begins to move and set up for this in conjunction with Neptune, we're really trying to understand our mind and how it relates to the overall cosmos or to God. And so Ishu represents the mind also, just like Mercury, the trickster. Ishu is shown as a child. Our mind is like that of a child. The things that we think about, our beliefs, our ideals are very childlike. And as spirits, we have to really understand that and really rise above the selfish desires and the selfish wants that we have, because us not achieving those wants and desires are is creating the negative vibration or the negative emotion, which leads me into the solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse is dead center in water, dead center in emotion. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't have desires. What I'm actually saying is that make sure you understand that your desires are not affecting your emotions moving into the solar eclipse. You want to create the vibration for which you want to magnify. This is real things. This is real science. So if you can use your imagination or visualization and just put yourself in the ancient mind, they knew. We know. I've been talking about this solar eclipse 2 week for the past 2 weeks now. So just look up on my channel the solar eclipse where we talk about this in full detail. The power of emotions, how to use your emotions, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're experiencing a lot of feminine energy. It's a difference between sinking and actually getting to the surface of some things. So astrologically, it's a big time. Also, the sun is getting into complete opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. So who are we becoming? Who are we transforming into on an emotional level? Peace, peace. Thank you for joining me. And so this is real stuff. This is real talk. And so now I want to segue into the tarot part of this reading, energy reading of the day. Peace. Nine of Swords. And so since today the moon is in Gemini, the moon has been in Gemini since yesterday. And it's going to be leaving sometime today, probably around 5 or 6 this afternoon. But in between that time and then, uh, Mar the ruling card over this tarot card is Mars in Gemini. And since the moon in Gemini, there could be some action towards thoughts in that space of scatterbrainness, of having so many options and trying to make so many decisions. Just simply make a decision and act upon that. I'm just going to go out into nature. I'm just going to go to the store. I'm not going to sit back and dwell on the multitude of thoughts, because ultimately this leads to, but all issue mental health card. And back again is the Five of Swords. So really understanding changes and what do you love? Do you love your attachments or do you love yourself? If you love your attachments, you will begin to suffer some type of negative feelings and negative emotions. So begin to love yourself. Love yourself hard today, because simply because we're going to a new moon. If you could just fake it until you make it, and July 13th, if things don't change or you don't feel a vibration, then go back to feeling depressed or go back to feeling sad. But I really would suggest that you kind of hold a positive vibration or whatever vibration that you wish to sustain yourself over the next 6 months or so, because we're dealing with the lunar eclipse and then that comes right back around into a lunar eclipse. So it's, I don't know if I said that, a solar eclipse is happening tomorrow, and then 2 weeks from now we're having a lunar eclipse. So is be very mindful of your emotions, please. The magician. So back to the concept of self-love, understanding that all of these things, all of the different elements, all of your abilities, all of your spiritual technology is online right now. And if you choose to use it or not is completely up to you. There is no society, there is no group, there is no corporation, there is no institution, there is no banking, there is no lottery, there is no gold at the end of the rainbow. It is just simply you. And believe it or not, you is enough. So this next portion of the tarot speaks to more of a as an existential block or some negative lust or sexual feelings that are rising up today. What we have here is lust and strength. So it may be sexual, it may just be something in the earth or something in the world that you just really have to get, something that you just really want. But ultimately, we have to remember the energy, we have to remember our mind, we have to remember issue, we have to remember that our desires and our false beliefs are what create this sadness or what create this negative emotions, because what if you don't get it, then how do you feel? My thing is, if you don't get it and you feel numb to it and you don't give a shit that you don't got it, or you get it and you're happy, both of those situations are just a drain to me. I'm just happy where I'm at in the moment and trying to manifest from that place. I don't care about the future, nor do I to give any advice. I'm just really speaking my truth. Okay. The devil. So let me finish with the devil. Let me come back to the devil and let me deal with this. The Four of Wands, completion. So you have to take initiative on what is important about our core beliefs towards love and general feelings towards people. What I'm saying is that a lot of our beliefs, a lot of our ideas have been given to us. So if we're not that and bring that pure energy into this solar eclipse, then you're setting yourself up vibrationally and you may not know it. So if you're tuning in and you're understanding this message and it's resonating with you and you've been vibing with me this long, really understand what you love and love that, as opposed to obligated to love something and still continuing down the same path. It's important to change our directions and do things differently. Finally, the devil. We talked about the devil about 3 days ago, and we want to come back to the devil and really hit home what the devil is astrologically or spiritually, not religiously, okay? When we deal with the devil, we're dealing with our instinct, or why do we always give in to them? There has to be some balance with understanding our instincts so we can simply have a balanced emotional feel and frequency and vibration. Please. I know I said emotions 100 times because that's how important it is. And it's not existential, it's completely internal what's happening. So if you're down for the transformation, if you're down for the channel from spirit, then you have to get with your regular life and be cool with it to the point that you allow these channels and transformations to actually occur. If you're attached to the past, if you're attached to things, then these things will not occur and everything is just regular and normal and it keeps going on the cycle. Me personally, I couldn't handle that right now. I'm craving new experiences and new situations and new vibrations. So if you're on that wavelength, let's continue to heal, let's continue to be clear, let's continue to be pure. And then, catch up with me, let me know how things are going in the comments. Um, Presently right now I'm enjoying this wonderful cup of tea. If you've been following me on Instagram or Facebook, you know I do these handmade herbal teas, straight from the kitchen, for any type of purpose, for when you want to wake up, for if you want to go to sleep, for enhancing your psychic abilities and things of that nature. So if that's something that interests you, just build with me on the Gmail, hoodmystic@gmail.com. www.hoodmystic.com is the website for any information regarding readings or anything like that. Please hit the readings and consultations tab. If you're interested in what I'll be doing today, I'll basically be working on readings. So if interested, please Gmail me. Uh, Check out the testimonials, check out the reviews if you want to know what it's like to get a reading from me and things of that nature. I'm purely dealing with the spiritual at this point in time in my life. I'm really not interested in the mundane. So if you have questions regarding, you know, basic stuff, there's other astrologers I could direct you to. But if you really interested in how spirit is showing up for you in this moment, in this point in time, I'm really connected to that right now. So please reach out to me. Other than that, love from the bottom of my heart. I hope you guys enjoy your day because I plan to enjoy mine. Please reach out to me because I'm gonna be available to the people. But this is for the people, by the people, man. The links to everything will be in the comments. Donate to my channel, man. So just thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody. Hope you got something from this and you got some action steps and this energy resonated with you. Peace, peace, peace. Love you all. I love you all.